On today's episode, we will touch the basis of creating your life and what it takes to achieve them. Also, fighting and finding your passion. Stay tuned. Once again, my name is Mr. Yearn, and thank you for tuning in. Today, the subject is creating your life. What does that mean to you? Now, before we dissect and get into our main segment, I have 3 questions I would like you to think about. If you have a pen and paper, or maybe even your cell phone, I highly suggest you writing these down. So let's start with the first one, shall we? How are you currently creating a life of your own? Question number 2, is there a fight in you? And question number 3, what is your passion/purpose? Now to our questions. Hope you took some time to think about them. FYI, don't be afraid to grab your pencil and paper or even your cell phone to write these questions down. I totally recommend them. So let's get into business, shall we, Tigers? Creating your life. How are you currently creating a life of your own? The square root to this question is actually, how are you living out your dreams? Are you living a life that is leading towards your destiny? If the answer is no, what can you do today to change that? Are you sacrificing being happy for money in hopes that it will turn to happiness one day? Do you think your efforts today will get you towards your dreams? What do you want out of life? Do you even know? People each and every single day go to work literally hating their jobs. Tired of the norm, but they are still comfortable with living their own lives, doing the same routines, day in and day out. Going to work, taking the same route, eating the same lunch, sleeping during conference calls and board meetings, gossiping and viewing social media just to pass time by, playing solitaire and hearts, waiting for the clock to hit 5 o'clock, only to go home and complain about what happened during the day. Is this your reality? Does this sound like you? If so, that's fine. But if you are living this life and you would like to change, my question to you is, what are you doing about it? Have you thought about such things? When will you change your perspective on life? Would it be nice to give your future self something to be thankful about? What are you fighting for? Which leads me into the next question, is there a fight in you? The word fighter, which is a noun, means a person with the will, courage, determination, and ability to fight. But let's break this down even more. The verb definition of fight means to engage in a battle or in a single combat. I wrote a quote a while back and I'd like to share with you. When you realize you have to fight for what you want, you will then enter the battlefield. This is such a tough one. Personally, in order to fight, you must first know what you want to fight for. Gatorade's slogan is it in you? Which I think is perfect for this discussion. Is there a fighter in you? What sacrifices are you making today that your future you will thank you for later? I remember hearing Eric Thomas, a motivational speaker, say, when you want your dreams as much as you want to breathe, then you will become successful. LL Cool J at an Apple Store meetup said he woke up every day wanting to jump off a cliff in order to reach his dreams. I also remember hearing Jeff Staples at the Apple Store as well. He talked about taking risks and not being afraid to move forward and not looking back. I also remember that day because I won $50. So if you're listening, Jeff Staples, thanks once again. How bad do you really want it? Can you taste your dreams? How much are you working to make your dreams come true? You know, this actually reminds me of one of my favorite authors, Malcom Gladwell, who came up with the 10,000th rule. It's a principle that states, after practicing your skill or craft for 10,000 hours, you will then become successful within your skill. This, of course, takes discipline, focus, persistence, and patience. Without them, it will be extremely difficult to reach your dreams. How many hours have you sacrificed already? Or are you even sacrificing hours to get towards your dreams? Or are you letting laziness and procrastination win your battle? It is only within this that you will see your dreams blossom from the ground up. This is a perfect time to examine your life. Look at what you are doing now, what you want to do, and what it will take to get you there. Too often we are comfortable with not reaching our dreams. We make excuses to comfort our minds and bodies. But to all of you fighters, I support you during your journey. So keep on fighting. To assist you with your battle, I've come up with 7 steps or guides to help you keep that fire burning. I will go over them briefly, so if you missed one, no worries. So let's start with the first one, Tigers. Number 1, never give up. Number 2, remember why you started in the first place. Number 3, always ask questions. Number 4, walk towards the things you fear. Number 5, take your own advice. Number 6, stay confident. And number 7, remain humble. Never give up. Giving up. This is the easy part, right? They say nothing comes easy for a reason. The thing to think about here is your passion worth the regret? If you look back and realize you didn't accomplish your dreams, will you beat yourself up for it, or will you be okay with defeating yourself? Remember, if your dreams were easy to be obtained and accomplished, everyone will be doing it. And I mean everyone. Don't let social media or etc. mess your head up. And always remember this. There are 7+ billion people on this earth. Isn't that a good reason to get started? Isn't that a better reason to never give up? Number 2, remember why you started in the first place. Write down 3 reasons why you started your passion, if you know what it is. Seriously, write it down. The mind can only comprehend so much at a time. For the other times, I thank God for writing. During your hardships, during your walls, during your hurdles, look back at these things and get inspired. Look at the reasons, stay grounded in your efforts to move forward. Ask questions. There's no such thing as a dumb or stupid question. Now, whether this statement is debatable or not, if you never ask a question, you'll never receive an answer. See, the thing here is putting away pride and ego. Now, I know sometimes we are afraid to look stupid, so we rather not ask questions. Or sometimes we'll even ask a friend or family member knowing they will give us the answer we want to hear. But you know what the good part about questions are? They're free. Now, the more you ask, the less you will fear, pushing you closer towards your dreams. Number 4, walk towards the things you fear. Now, fear is something unreal. It's something that is totally made up and used to stop people from conquering and obtaining things. If you fear heights, ride a plane. If you fear snakes, then go to an animal zoo. I'm pretty sure you get the idea here. I highly suggest you attack doing fear by the end of the year, which is truly achievable. Take your own advice. Now, this is important. How many times do we give people advice knowing that it's the exact thing that we are supposed to be doing? How is it so easy to dish out advice rather than to take it ourselves? For example, if your friend calls you with bad news of being in a relationship, the advice normally sounds like, you should leave. Respect and love yourself. Don't allow this to happen. You deserve better. Does this sound familiar? When it's our turn to listen to the same advice from the same friend, it instantly falls on deaf ears. Well, I have good news for you again. If you respect and love yourself like you say you do, wouldn't that be a good enough reason to listen to yourself? Trust in your gut and listen. It will take you a long way in life. Number 6, stay confident. Now, please don't confuse this with being cocky. Confidence lies in strongly believing in yourself and that your ideas will manifest as long as you work hard on them. Number 7, staying humble. Now, the word humble is an adjective. It means not to be proud and or arrogant. Related to number 6, staying humble means that you have a good head on your shoulders, you're staying grounded, no attitude, and you're showing respect not only to yourself, but to your surroundings and others around you. Wow. In a short amount of time, I believe we accomplished so much. I hope you have taken a liberty in writing some of these down. But now off to our final and last question. What is your passion/purpose? It's funny when you start to manifest your dreams, certain things will align in your direction. I happened to be on Facebook and saw a video of Steph Curry's MVP speech, and boy, was I inspired. If you haven't watched it, please look at it after this broadcast. Every seventh step was mentioned plus more. It was as if God told me to sit down and listen to these exact words. To see someone passionate for the game is truly humbling and inspiring. His purpose of being a servant is breathtaking as he is not afraid of his faith nor helping people and watching them succeed. So, what is passion? What is purpose? And how do you find them? Well, let me break it down as simple as possible for you. Your purpose is what you was put on this earth to do. And your passion is the one or two things that you're extremely talented / skilled in that helps fuel your purpose. I've researched Napoleon Hill, another favorite author of mine. And in one of his books, Think and Grow Rich, there's a part where a man discusses passion. He said if you want to find your passion, roughly list 10 things you love to do, then eliminate 8 of those things, leaving 2 things you really love the most. It is there where you find your passion. Something you love to do and can do for the rest of your life. Something that comes naturally and brings you joy, whether you're in a good mood or not. The purpose wasn't mentioned in the book. However, just like finding your passion, there are methods in helping you find your purpose. Now, your passion is one or two things that drive your purpose. To get in tune with your purpose, you must develop a relationship with your spiritual self and not religion. There are 2 separate things. You must recognize what you are good at and how it best serves others. Some people's passion is to inspire, while others may have the gift of listening. For everyone, these gifts may differ. When finding a purpose, look to see how you benefit others. Meditating and praying can also help you during this process. I learned about my passions 2 years ago and my purpose a year ago. I was confused about life and figuring this out for myself. While talking to a good friend of mine about my problems, he told me to chill and to take it easy, Tiger. It was there in which the name was born. What started off as documenting style and fashion left me still feeling empty. And knowing I had to pay attention to the signs, I transitioned into documenting food. From there, I learned my 2 passions were culinary and photography. With this broadcast, I pray to inspire others through positivity and art. I pray that I can motivate and encourage others to seriously fight towards their dreams, to make a game plan and stick to it, to fight through blood, sweat, and tears to accomplish their dreams. So many people subconsciously fear their own dreams and the unknown. I yearn to change that perspective. I aspire to help create your life. So I ask you today, at this very moment, look at your life right now. Look at where you want to go and look at what it will take for you to get there. Most battles are fought mentally, but please know that you can achieve all of them. Instead of working for somebody who has accomplished your dreams, wouldn't it be nice to be your own boss? Just a few things to think about. Create your own life, Tigers.